Penn State prepared for the #1 rushing team in the country by putting down a brand new surface at Beaver Stadium. But instead of Minnesota racing around on the new grass, it would be the Nittany Lions who ran roughshod on the new sod. More than 106,000 fans look forward to this battle of two Big Ten unbeatens, 18th-ranked Minnesota and their own beloved Lions, who stopped the Gophers on 3 plays to start the game and then started to enjoy their new lawn themselves, running and passing over seemingly every new blade of grass before it was all said and done.
Back goes Robinson. Set over the middle. Derek Williams, 35. To the near side, 30. Inside the 30 to the 27-yard line. Robinson to Tony Hunt. Hunt stands a man up inside the 20 and barrels to the 18-yard line. Here we go. 1st and 10. Option play far side. Pitch to Derek Williams. Cuts it up to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Penn State. The speed of Derek Williams and a tremendous block by Tony Hunt.
Penn State has been using speed to kill all season, but much of their success has been with big plays and quick strikes. On their opening possession, they ran the ball 8 of 9 plays and set the tone at the line of scrimmage. Meanwhile, Lawrence Maroney came into the game as the nation's leading rusher, but he was in for a long afternoon. And Penn State forced a second straight 3 and out.
1st and 10, their own 23. Back goes Robinson. A lot of time. Pump fakes. Now runs out of time. He'll scramble out 20. Swings it far side 25. Gets the block to the 30. Shotgun Robinson. Back to pass. Quarterback draw. 35, 40, 45, 50. Minnesota 49-yard line and a first down.
Quarterback Michael Robinson knows you don't look a gift horse in the mouth, and his offensive line was giving him a gift horse. Plenty of room to roam the new grass and plenty of time to throw over it. Penn State was crisply executing all phases of the game.
Kevin Kelly, a 29-yard attempt. Angle to his left. The kick is up, and the kick is gone. Kevin Kelly makes the long drive pay off.
A big kick return did what the Minnesota offense had not been able to, get the Gophers into Penn State territory. But the Lion defense stared them down.
3rd and 9. Back goes Cupido. Look, pressure. Down he goes. Jason Alford at the 34-yard line. And that may have bumped Minnesota out of field goal range.
They tried a 51-yarder, but missed.
Robinson under center on 3rd and 4. Straight back. Blitz picked up. Over the middle, Smoko. 45, 50. Far side, 45, 40. Wide out each way from the eye with Scott the tailback. Play action Robinson. Pressure. Rolls near side. Gets a block from Wilson. 20. 15. Over the shoulder. Belts Owens.
Tell you what, I have never seen a hit like that on a quarterback. And it looked like he is not even phased one bit.
Nothing phased these Lions as they collectively lowered their shoulders and went to work, methodically chewing up yardage.
Robinson pitches it back to Williams. He's got Rush in front to the 5. Touchdown, Penn State.
The new playbook of Joe Paterno's goal line offense.
The Nittany Lions scored the first 3 times they had the ball, led 17-0, and Minnesota had yet to pick up a first down.
Dumps it off to Maroney. Juggles, makes the catch at the 20, but there's Harrell and Posluszny. No gain. 2nd and 10.
Minnesota had outscored their combined opponents 43-0 in the first quarter, but Penn State had taken them out of that comfort zone, forcing them to play come from behind, and you could tell it was unfamiliar territory. But Penn State was looking very much at home, even on their new turf.
And Lowry catches and puts it down at the 1-yard line. What a tremendous play from the eye. Fullback Valentine disappears at the 4-yard line.
The Gophers tried to tunnel their way out of their own end of the field, but Penn State's defense wouldn't budge, and the Lions got the ball back in good field position, striking immediately with a Michael Robinson to Dion Butler connection for 27 yards. A network TV audience was getting an eyeful of a Penn State team full of speedy freshman receivers, as well as a true freshman place kicker.
47-yard attempt, Kevin Kelly put down. The kick by Kelly is on its way, and that kick is gone! A career long 47-yard field goal for the freshman Kevin Kelly. 20-0 Nittany Lions.
All was not perfect as Penn State struggled on kick coverage, with Jakari Wallace getting over 100 yards on just 2 returns. The first time the Lions defense bailed them out, this time they got burned.
Rolls right, looks back near side, throws it deep for wheel right, and he juggles and makes the catch of the 10. Touchdown, Minnesota.
It didn't change the fact that Penn State had dominated the entire half, but it did change the evidence of that domination showing on the scoreboard. Lions put together quite a masterpiece. The Gophers were hoping their touchdown late in the first half was going to help swing the momentum their way. But the Nittany Lions crushed those thoughts immediately when they took the second half kickoff and started the same way they did at the beginning of the game, rolling down the field.
Robinson loads it up far side. He's got his man at the 35 to the 30. Inside the 30 to the 28, Dion Butler.
They're afraid of Michael Robinson running with the football. He has time in the pocket.
Option play, King on the reverse. They've got Minnesota set up. 30, 25, 20, King to the 15, just inside the 15 to the 10-yard line.
Penn State's offensive coaches had designed a brilliant game plan that was utilizing speed to the outside and power to the inside.
Robinson gives it to Tony Hunt. Hunt to the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State.
Minnesota was on its heels all day as the Nittany Lions racked up 539 total yards behind an offensive line that is starting to come together. It was the kind of performance Minnesota was used to producing themselves, but they became so frustrated that they felt the need to gamble even early in the third quarter.
Fourth down, 5, Penn State 46. Back to pass, blitz coming, throws far side. King is there, covering incomplete. They turn it over on down.
Freshman corner out there one-on-one in a big game here in the Big Ten.
Penn State came out in the second half and just took control of the game. They continued to shut down Minnesota defensively and scored on all 3 third-quarter possessions. From the lunch pail guys up front to the thoroughbreds with a football, this was a total team effort.
Mike to the 40, bounces outside, swings it outside, gets a block from Williams, 35 to the 30, inside the 30 to the 27-yard line.
This is going to drive defenses crazy.
Michael Robinson has just become the 4th quarterback in Penn State history to rush for 100 yards in a game.
With 364 rushing yards, Penn State dished out a dose of Minnesota's own medicine, more than tripling the output of the Gophers' ground game.
Tony Hunt, left side, near corner, touchdown, Penn State. The Nittany Lions, Jack, have not only made a statement in this third quarter to Minnesota, I think they made a statement to the country.
That is true. Consider the fact that Penn State amassed 35 first downs, and in Joe Paterno's long career at Penn State, they've had more than that just once. Tony Hunt joined Michael Robinson in the Century Club. He would lead Penn State's rushing attack with 114 yards. The only thing more beautiful than the weather to a Penn State fan on this first Saturday in October was the sight of the Nittany Lions dismantling a ranked team, removing any drama that lingered from the way the first half finished.
Kevin Kelly's field goal is up as good. Kevin Kelly has 3 field goals today.
Tom Bradley's defense continued to pop pads, even getting some help from the 12th man.
Motion by Ellerson toward us. They pitch it to Maroney near side. Hemmed in. Down he goes for a loss. Cupido goes back to Maroney. 3 seconds to this crowd. Effective. He won't get the play off. That is the end of the third quarter, and the crowd caused that to happen.
Just like Matt Rice's painting, the fans and players feeding off of what each other is doing.
They'll give it to Russell. Left side. Up and belted at the point of attack. Paul Posluszny flies in the air and gives up his body and knocks him to the turf.
With the Big Ten Defensive Player of the Week bullying the middle, Minnesota decided to go outside on third down, and the Gophers had their second score. Joe Paterno started to substitute freely, but it didn't change what the guys upstairs wanted to do, or the success the Lions were having.
They pitch it to Austin Scott following Hunt. Good block by Matt to the 40, 35, Scott 30, 25, stretches ahead inside the 25. Kinlaw's the tailback. Rodney gets it following Hahn and Hall to the far corner, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Penn State. Rodney Kinlaw from 9 yards out.
In a season where freshmen have stepped up for Penn State, it was only fitting that Minnesota's last spark was snuffed out by another one. Redshirt freshman Tony Davis with the end zone interception. 7 straight wins for Penn State gives them the 3rd longest streak in the country behind Texas and Southern Cal. Another rung up a ladder that gets more slippery next week.